All right, so when it comes to graphing systems of inequalities, how we want to do this. First thing we want to do is we want to just graph the lines like normal. So if I look at the first one, I see that I start at -5 and my slope is -2. So I go down 2 into the right one. I can see it's just a greater than, so I'm going to change this to a dotted line like that. Next one, I'm going to start at 4, slope's 5, so I go up 5 over 1, and I can leave it alone like that. Okay, now when it comes to which side to shade, there's a lot of mistakes that can happen. So you can do one of two things. You can do it by hand and you can try to make sure that you put the right points in and find out which side to shade, or you can use Desmos Graphing Calculator as a tool to be able to help you figure it out. So what you're going to do is you're going to go y is greater than -2x minus 5, and then on this side I've got y is greater than or equal to 5x plus 4, which when I check that, I can see that I've only got one section that has both of these highlighted, and I can see that it's that top section right here. So that's the one I pick and I can check it. Okay, so doing this one more time. Again, I'm just going to graph the equations like normal. So I'm going to start at 3. My slope's -2, so I go down 2 into the right one. I can see it's just less than, so I'm going to change that. There we go. Next, start at -2. I'm going to go down 5 into the right one, which we can check just like that. Again, I'm going to then use Desmos to help me to figure out which one's shaded. So I go y is less than -2x plus 3. Then on this guy, I go y is greater than or equal to 5x minus 2. Okay, so when I check that, I can see that where it's both red and blue is on that left-hand section right here. So that's the one I'm going to highlight, which we can go ahead and check. And where did I mess up? Oh, that's where I messed up. Okay, I did not mean to do that. We should erase this and this. Okay, sorry. My line should have started at -2, but my slope was +5. So I should have gone up 5 and then over 1 like this. Then I still highlight that same section, which we can recheck. Okay, so doing that one more time because I messed up, we can see that we're going to start at -8, and then I have a slope of 3. So I'm going to move this so it's easier. So I go down 3 over 1. Again, I can see it's just a greater than, so I'm going to change that so it's a dashed line. Okay, the next one, I'm going to start at 3, and then my slope is 4, so I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, into the right one, and again, I'm going to change that to a dashed line. Okay, from here, again, I'm just going to use Desmos Graphing as a tool to be able to figure out this next part. Y is greater than -3x minus 8. And then for the next one, I have y is less than 4x plus 3. When I look at this, I can see that where it's both green and purple is on that far right-hand side. So I'm going to go ahead, and when I pick which side to highlight, it's going to be this guy right here, which we can check. And that's how you can graph the solution of a system of inequalities.